Okay, so this is one of those stories that sounds like it's straight out of a Hollywood movie, but it's not. We're talking about a sitting president in handcuffs on U.S. soil. It's a huge deal, and it's sending shockwaves, everywhere. And right out of the gate, the White House set a really aggressive tone. They released a video of the arrest and called it a perp walk. Now, if you don't know, a perp walk is, well, it's what they do to publicly shame criminals, right? This is not diplomatic language. It's a very clear, very confrontational message. So let's just let that sink in for a second. The actual president of Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro, is in U.S. custody. This is way beyond a simple diplomatic spat. We're talking about a criminal case playing out on the world stage. And honestly, there is almost no modern precedent for this. It really challenges the whole idea that heads of state are untouchable. So the video the White House put out, it's pretty stark. You see Maduro, not in a suit and tie, but in a plain black hoodie. His hands are cuffed behind his back, and he's being walked down this hallway by DEA agents, the Drug Enforcement Administration. You can even see the sign on the wall, plain as day, DEA NYD. That's their New York division. All right, so how exactly do you take a world leader who's under arrest and move him into a federal prison? I mean, the logistics of that have to be insane, right? This was a massive, high-security operation. It really was a whole production. First, the DEA takes him into custody. Then, they put him on a helicopter and fly him into Manhattan. Can you picture that? From there, a huge NYPD motorcade takes over, escorting him all the way to his new home, the Metropolitan Detention Center over in Brooklyn. But here's where the story gets kinda weird. In the middle of all this high-stakes, high-security drama, something really bizarre happens. Get this. As he's being led down that DEA hallway, Maduro reportedly turns to the people watching and just wishes them a Happy New Year. I mean, what do you even make of that? Is he being defiant? Is he just completely detached from reality? It's such a strange little detail in this whole wild story. So let's talk about where they're keeping him. The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. This is not your average jail. This place has a bit of a reputation. It's known for housing some seriously high-profile defendants over the years. Just think about the company he's in, or at least the company that's been there before him. People like Sean Diddy Combs and Sam Bankman-Fried have been inmates there. By putting Maduro in the same spot, the U.S. is basically screaming, "You're not a president to us right now. You're just another high-profile defendant." Okay, so why? Why go through all this trouble? What are the actual charges that led to this unbelievable arrest? Let's get into it. The charges are really, really serious. We're talking about a whole slate of federal charges, everything from drug trafficking to weapons offenses. These are among the most severe crimes you can be charged with in the U.S. federal system. So he's arrested, he's in jail. What happens now? The whole world is basically holding its breath, waiting to see the next move in this crazy legal chess game. And we don't have to wait long. Circle the 5th on your calendar. That's the day Nicolás Maduro is scheduled to appear in a Manhattan federal court. And just think about that image. A sitting head of state standing in front of a U.S. judge answering to criminal charges. It's going to be a historic moment for sure. And that really brings us to the biggest question of all, doesn't it? What happens when one country decides to arrest and try the leader of another country? This is so much bigger than just one man. This is a head-on collision between U.S. law and the idea that heads of state are immune from prosecution. Seriously, how this all plays out could change the rules of international politics for a long, long time.